Coming all the way from Cincinnati, we got Dnash Tha Rapper. What's going on, brother?
What's
What's going
happening?
on, guys? What's going on, guys? How you doing?
All right.
Good, man. You have a following.
Yeah.
You sent me over some stuff, man. And I was like,
mm,
let's first of all, I have to say, rapping in Cincinnati, dope. The
mm,
music scene in Cincinnati, man, is kind of crazy for those who don't know.
yes.
I kind of follow it because I got two brothers who live down there and they're rappers. So,
Mm,
like, there's a lot that goes on down there that people don't realize.
a lot.
But you have a crazy list of influences. Not really crazy. It's just a list that when you hear a rapper, it's not, you know what I mean, kind of the same. So tell the people your influences before we get into anything.
Okay. The first off, my influences come from different genres and different, music areas. So such as soul, neon soul, R&B, hip hop, new age hip hop. My influences start like can start, consists of Michael Jackson. He was my first influence, my biggest influence, the reason why I do music, because he was so influential. He was so into his artistry work. I had to really get really cohesive with that. And it really blended in to me as becoming an artist because, I appreciated the artwork that he made so much. And it goes on to, people like Aaliyah, um, basically like having that angelic pureness as a mic on the mic presence. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like when people show that presence, that genuine presence, like no other. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And it's an energy that you can't match. You know what I'm saying? It goes to, Biggie, Tupac, The Game, 50 Cent, Nas, very big influence. He's the first rapper I actually listened to and really captivated all his storylines because I'm a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? I'm mostly a storyteller. I talk about political rap and I'm very conceptual. So
So
I got
boss
a lot
that.
of that. Yeah, I got a lot from him. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Sade, um, Wu-Tang Clan, Whitney Houston, and basically the list goes on. And it's just I feel like all those influences are into me because they all make me into the artist I am today because I grabbed so much from them just to become who I am today as an artist.
I like the fact that you mentioned those particular artists, and then the fact that you're stating that you're a storyteller because that's what
Yes,
every
sir.
last one of those artists are. They're storytellers, and
Mhm.
they have a way of weaving the political landscape, the social landscape within a storyline to kind of get you to understand, hey, like this shit is real out here. This is things going on that the news is not going to tell you. There's stuff that's going on that
Mhm.
you might not find out, or there's stuff that's going on that you see on your block every freaking day. So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Six mixtapes. Six
Mhm. Yeah.
mixtapes.
Yeah.
150 downloads on your tape, chapter 21.
Yeah. Yes.
300,000 streams in total on YouTube and counting.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Four albums with 10,000 streams
Five, five,
each.
five. Yeah, five. It's five now since last.
Five.
Since I dropped 2 weeks ago. It's five now. It's five. Yeah.
He
It's
hustling.
crazy.
Hey,
He
work.
hustling, baby. I love it.
Gotta work. Gotta have the work ethic. Work ethic is important to me.
But here's
Right.
a number I want to get to. The latest album that you dropped in 2021, before
Hmm.
this new one.
Yeah.
20,000 streams in the first week.
Yeah. That was exciting for me because I never got anything like that on one platform, and it was a sequel to my first album that everybody just enjoyed. It's just like as an artist, when you look at the work that you displayed, you don't really know the effect that you do to people. And the thing is, it's just like when I released that project Timeless, when I made the second one, everybody was very in tune with it. They was like, I can't wait. And it was just, and they loved it. They loved it. I got so much feedback from it, so much love, and I appreciate it. And it's just, and it helped me grow. It's helping me grow because it's just how much people appreciate your art. And it's just, that's the whole thing with me. I appreciate how I'm putting my work in and how people are appreciating it. And I'm just really grateful that happened. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, it's humbling.
Because 20,000 streams in the first week ain't nothing
ain't
to
nothing to
like
scoff
just
at.
be like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, whatever. Next week could be 50.
Right.
Is there some artists who, you know, mainstream that ain't getting that in the first week, just streams alone?
Yeah.
You know, so that's a big thing. What would you say best describe your style? If you could say one word, this is the one word. If I had to put it on a billboard, this is me. What would that one word be?
Pure.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. I'm
Pure.
not gonna say because that's a word that you don't hear in rap.
You really don't. Is a lack term, is lack of term in hip hop right now.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Ooh.
I didn't say that, you said that. Let's put you on the spot for a second.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do three things. One, favorite album
Mm-hmm.
that you like. All time. Doesn't matter
All time.
now, later. Just an album that you was like, damn, this right here is a timeless classic. I can listen to this back and forth all
Right.
day long. The influence is there.
It's pretty tough. I'm gonna give you a toss up right now, but I'm gonna choose one. It's either between Thriller or Illmatic, but I'm gonna have to give it to Illmatic. Illmatic is it's that one that it just says, yes, this is what hip hop is to me. This is what birthed me into hip hop, because I wouldn't be birthed without hip hop if I didn't listen to this project, so to say. Illmatic was so vivid. The pictures he was painting with lyrics was just so vivid and descriptive. It made you feel like you were in New York. You know, Nas really just painted that picture for you, and it burst a flame in me, because previously I was a writer. I wasn't a rapper before. Like I was a writer at 6 years old. I wrote my first story at 6 years old, and I started drawing comic books. Like I used to draw. I was just always artistic, but the music side was never there until I actually listened to like Michael Jackson and Nas and so and so. But when I listened to Illmatic, it sparked a burst into me.
Can't go wrong with neither one of those. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Man.
that's a hell of a matchup. And you
For
can't-
real.
You're right. You really can't go wrong.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't do this. Sorry, brother. I know the first time we met, man. I don't want to. Worst album you ever heard?
Worst.
I got you. Sorry.
Worst. Hey, it's a couple of them on my mind right now. It's a couple of them. Yeah, I probably ain't heard of them, but there's some new albums that's like I'm not very, very fond of. But I'm gonna throw one out there. Relapse by Eminem. Worst album to me. Relapse by Eminem. I did not. It's like I look up to Eminem. I forgot to listen as an influence. I look up to him too. But that album right there, smack in the face. Like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? That's the worst album to me, because it's just like, wow, this is a legend, and you just gave us this, and it's just like slap in the face.
Yeah, Chingy Jackpot still is Mount Rushmore of the
G
worst.
Black.
When that nigga said, "Give me what you got for a pork chop," and we actually was vibing to that shit like this, you know what I'm saying? The fact that we let that nigga slide on that, we
That's a
all
problem.
deserve better.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
That's when I knew whoever was doing this shit when he said that, nobody making no music. Our musical knowledge was trash. That shit, we let that nigga slide with that. I'm gonna repeat that. This nigga said, "Give me what you got for a pork chop," and niggas was like, "Yeah, give me what you got for a pork chop." Shit, you heard Chingy,
Man.
and we was all like, and some people was like, "This nigga said that." Nigga next to you bumping your elbows and shit because shit was weird.
And they just thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Best line ever. Niggas was saying that lines and talking to girls like, "Yeah, girl, give me what you got for a pork chop. Come on,
that's as bad as
that literal pork chops."
His aluminum shoes.
Top, if you had to do a Mount Rushmore artists, who would it be?
All time, all genres.
Yes, sir.
All genres.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Michael Jackson, Nas, Marvin Gaye. I'll throw in. I'm gonna throw. Man, who are? Shit. This is kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. Whitney Houston. Boom. Whitney Houston. Stevie Wonder. Oh, Stevie Wonder in there.
These are some very, very classic
artists
he's throwing up there. Like when you mentioned Marvin Gaye,
hey, 42.
Hey, 26, man.
My dude G Black, he's a rapper here from our hometown. What would be a good place if somebody was like us, new to you? Where would you want them to start as far as getting in tune with your music?
I would really want them to basically, get into the storyline, because I'm very, very, conceptual, and I like to put things in chronological order. So like, I would want them to go understand the story, because through these albums, it's a chronological order where the first part of my life where I see a perspective and I basically go through it, I'm reflecting on it, and then I go back and I reflect on a reflection I had and see where I grew from it. And then in some of the albums, I do kill my former self to show that I've grown and I don't want to go back to that person again. So I'm showing growth as time, reoccurs every year. So it's just a different experience, different vibe. I really want them to be into the albums, not really the mixtapes. I have a lot of mixtapes, but I would love them to be into the timeless albums that I basically dropped. Timeless 1, Timeless 2, Story of the Gifted. I even have an album called The Lost Story. Everybody that's very pro-black and understand political rap, I would love y'all to check. I would love y'all to check that out, because it's nothing but 100% political rap about pro-blackness, about understanding the black man, the black woman, understanding the black kid, the black adult, all that in one album setting, because a lot of people don't understand us. And I made that album. I always want to make that album because we don't have a booklet on us. People just look at us like stereotypes. They look at us like, okay, they're dangerous people. We see them on the news. They're animals, they're monsters. And the thing is, understand the origin, understand the background, why this happened. So I put this in this album, The Lost Story, because all of us have lost stories. Our race is a lost story. We don't even know where we come from. You know what I'm saying? That's why that title to me is so bold.
I ain't gonna lie, brother. You surprised me. In a good way though.
Right.
Because that was deeper than I thought the answer was gonna be. But that's why I like doing this, because any preconceived notion you can have about somebody goes out the window.
Yes, sir.
Meeting you for the first time, we spoke which cat's out the bag, people. His mom was actually on the show last week, so there's that.
Yeah.
So it's a family affair, man. We like all people here. So, but no, that answer was the right answer. I never like to say there's a right answer, but that was the right answer. Like, and and that makes me now I gotta go listen to it.
Yes, sir.
Because that picture you painted just lets me know like you passionate. The
Yeah.
passion is there.
Yes, sir.
The vibe is there. What do you think is missing from music, in your opinion?
Let me
If there's
think.
anything, because some
Is
people
the
think music is fine.
what's missing from music is I say originality, individualism. It's a lot of carbon copies of things. Nobody wants to be themselves. There's a lot of carbon copies because there's a monetary gain behind that. So I think originality and individualism is what's missing in music. We don't have that no more. Everything sounds the same. Everything's aligned the same. Everything wants to be the same. And it's coming into, an amoeba of mashed up bull crap. So everybody doesn't want to do what they want to do, but the people that do are actually feeling free. They feel good and they're doing what they want to do. But guess what? They don't get the shine. They don't get it. The amoeba gets to shine because it's the biggest thing you see in our faces.
I was going to say, to piggyback off of that. I was going to ask you, do you see a light, I guess, at the end of the tunnel where there's artists such as yourself?
4 seconds?
Yeah, what's that?
Before you finish that, I just want to let that answer breathe for a second. Just I want people to soak that one in before they hear something else, because
it needs to be said. It's
moment of silence for the amoebas. All right, go ahead. Ask your question.
No, I was
sorry.
A moment of silence for the amoebas. No, but do you see it like a light at the end of the tunnel for artists such as yourself who are out here, Kendrick Lamar's and everything like that, who are making that path, making that tidal wave of music that's saying that's all cool, but you need to see what's happening right here. And it's happening in your face because you're blinded. You're blinded right now. And by the time you are able to see, it's going to be too late.
To be honest, there is a light, but the gap is closing. And the more that the gap is closing, the more we're not going to see the light. And, further on in history, the light is not going to be shown anymore. We're going to be seen as this, like I said, the amoeba is going to get bigger and bigger. There is not going to be any true speakers. And they're dying anyways. They're dying early. Just look at the people we have now. We have the true people that are the purest in our genre are dying early. Let's just say, AKA Nipsey Hussle. He was one of my, let me throw him in there too, because he's one of my biggest influences when it comes to the mindset, when it comes to this business and the music industry. I looked up to him since 2015. You know what I'm saying? And he was I looked up to his statements and how he spoke and how he came as a man more than his music. Surprising as that seems, I respected him and his drive through this music and keeping it real and keeping it as himself and not trying to be like this and like this. He was a light. Guess what? It closed when he passed away. Now people think that where's some other Nips? Where's the Nips? There ain't none. They're going to keep disappearing because this is what happens is either people get, into situations and they basically try to do right and they die for it. We die for what we fucking believe in. We die for what we believe in. And that's what I'm trying to do as an artist. I'm trying to do whatever I got to do to shift the culture and open that light, because it's closing, and the more it closes, the more the genre is going to be not outspoken like it used to be back in the 80s.
I know that's dope. And he's right. You're right. I see that a lot.
1 second. No, not for the answer. We got one more guest. We're gonna keep the music thing going.